Good morning. Welcome to Lasham Daily Briefing for Tuesday, the 20th of July, 2026. So we'll start this morning with the usual Synoptic. And here we're looking at lunchtime yesterday with high pressure from the Azores starting to ridge across the southern England and into northern Europe. If we run that through midnight last night, that ridge is still there. These fronts are gradually moving slowly through the area. And if we go into lunchtime today, you can see this warm front's gone through. There's still a bit of top cover, and it's quite thick by the looks of it, left behind the front. But we're still in a sort of high pressure area, and it should still be quite a reasonable day. So when we start looking at things like the cloud cover, looking at the sat pic, you can see there's a fair bit of cloud cover coming up from the southwest, but there is a clear area to the south of it, and hopefully we may get into that clear area later on in the day. Rain radar shows rain to the north, but nothing to affect the Lasham and certainly the southern half of England. If we look at the rain forecast, run that from 9 o'clock hour on hour, you can see that any rain is moving north and east and moving quite slowly at that. Excuse me. So we should have a reasonable day, certainly in the south of a line from the Wash through to maybe South Wales. Odihams at TAF, last one was issued 8 hours ago. It's valid until lunchtime. So we'll just have a quick look and see what the morning has got to offer. They're forecasting 280 degrees, 10 knots, cavalcade with a 30% chance. Then between midnight and 3 o'clock this morning, scattered at 1,000 feet, and a 30% chance of between 3 and 6, phased down to 5 kilometers and missed. Well, that should have all gone by now. Scattered at 800 feet with a 30% chance that between 6 and 10 this morning, scattered at 1,800 feet. Farnborough is a bit more up to date. That's valid until 3 o'clock this afternoon. They're forecasting 230 degrees, 6 knots, greater than 10k viz, broken at 900 feet, becoming between 6 and 9, scattered at 2,500 feet. Winds aloft to the north of us, 1,000 foot and 2,000 foot winds are 230 degrees, 15 knots. 5,000 foot wind is 250 degrees, 15 knots. To the south of us, 1,000 foot wind, variable 5, 2,000, 140 degree 5, and 5,000, 230 degrees 10. Windy, showing a southwesterly flow here at Lasham at 7 o'clock this morning, and at 5 o'clock this afternoon. There's just a little bit more south in it, and it's still 5 knots. The Met Office forecast for this area showing the wind is starting off light at 3 to 5 knots and gradually increasing to about 8 knots throughout the day. Southwesterly for much of it, with a bit more south in it from mid-afternoon onwards. GFS are forecasting about 28 to 29 centigrade in the Lasham area, with the dew point around about 12 centigrade. Currently here at Lasham, we have 18.4 centigrade with the dew point 15.3, and the camera on the south side shows that southwesterly flow with a good low-level layer cloud there. Sky sights, point windgram, again concurs with the southwesterly, going around to a little bit more south in it towards the end of the afternoon. And they're suggesting that any soaring we're going to get is going to be from about 12 o'clock through to like 6, 7 o'clock this evening. Top meteo, if we run this through from 9 o'clock, you can see there's virtually nothing happening in the Lasham area. By about 11 o'clock, starting to go. By 12 o'clock, should be reasonably soarable. And up to maybe about 3,500, getting on towards 4,000 feet. That'll continue throughout the afternoon, and by the time it gets about 5 o'clock, then you may see a bit of sea air coming in and start to kill that off, and it should blow out in that period as well. NOTAMs, nothing in the immediate area for Lasham. If you are going cross country and going further afield, then please carry out due diligence on that. And in the run up to the Odiham Families Day on Friday, there is going to be NOTAMs and RATs issued for Odiham, and we're going to comply with those. And there'll be a little bit more detail later on in the briefing and for the next few mornings. So let's move on to the local airfield briefing then. We've got two K21s on 5-day course, one K21 on booked flying, a K21 on casual list, K13 on trial lessons, the Geo and SH4 on silver and beyond course. There is, pardon me, single seat availability. There's 3 people on the casual list and simulators available as per usual. 2 Excel movements that I've got nothing to report there, but I've since sent an email to say that there is going to be a light aircraft, a like twin going out. We won't have to get off the runway, and that's going to be later on in the day. So here's your reminder of RAF Odiham Families Day. It's Friday the 31st of July. If you want to do your own research, and I suggest that you do, go and Google briefing sheets, Echo Golf 2026 080, and that refers to the RAT at Odiham. On Friday, we will be staying south of this red line and west of this red line throughout the whole day. And there will be a short period where we need to stop launching and just be on the ground whilst the typhoons are displaying. And the reason behind that is because we are inside the mats. Quick advert for the Autumn Wave Camp. There are still spaces available on all 3 weeks, 4th to the 9th, 11th to the 16th, and 18th to the 23rd. So if you want details, come and have a chat with myself, Evan, or Barry. If you want to book, do so via the office. So back to the airfield ops today. There is high pressure ridging across the UK. It's a westerly wind once again. Soaring is expected in the afternoon. We'll be on runway 27, cables on the south side. Please be ready when the cable or tug arrives. And of course, do not land or taxi aircraft on the disused runways, which are shown in red on this slide here. That's those disused runways there. So here's today's ops visual representation. Will be winch launching of 27 grass south and club air towing of 27 hard. Any grid will be 27 grass north with self-launchers behind. Circuits today will be left hand onto 27 grass south and right hand onto 27 grass north. That's it from me today. Have a great day's flying. Have lots of fun. Please keep it safe.